King Pier 2s we are installing. Wanted to show right here that chalk line was where the laser was. So as we continue raising our piers, that chalk line is going to keep going above and above that laser. This front corner of the house is what is down about 3.5 inches. I don't know how well it's going to come across in the video, but looking at the front, that gutter on the corner is leaning down. So we're going to try to pick that back up while we're lifting. So again, we have 3 that we are installing along this side. And then the final 2, we have one right here that we're going to be doing in just a minute, and then one inside on this corner. So this corner is basically just a support lift. This is going to be where we really want to get this lift. We're about 1 inch right now. So they're going to keep lifting on that. Our final pier right here, we're going to get that installed shortly. Don't know how well you can hear it in the video, but you can hear the creaking as we are raising this house back up. This is how we show we are raising this foundation back to level. As we keep lifting the piers, that chalk line is going to keep raising above the pier. Again, this is a very simple process that we're doing. We simply excavate enough below to get our load-bearing steel plate installed. That's what you see right here. King Pier right in the middle. We have a longer plate that we had made up because as we were digging, this is a stone foundation. It has no footing. You have to properly support the underside of the stone foundation. Otherwise, when you start tunneling underneath it, that stone's just going to fall. So we have to go the extra step to keep that properly supported. We have 2 30-ton handheld bottle jacks on both sides. So all we do is we simply hand raise those, just hand crank those bottle jacks, and that's slowly going to raise that pier first tight against the underside of the bottom of the stone foundation. And then we keep raising until we get it back to its correct level elevation. There's going to be a gap right there between the bottom of the pier and the load-bearing steel plate. We have smaller steel shims, 1/2 inch thick, roughly 1 foot by 10 inch steel plates. And we're going to hammer those in to fill in the gap between the pier and the plate, lock that pier into place. We're going to pull the jacks out and then pour high-strength concrete, vibrate it to fully encase the pier under that foundation. And that's what we're going to be doing later this afternoon. You can see the shims right here. So again, you can see what we're looking at right here. This is about 5 minutes that we've started lifting. You can already see this corner is coming up inside through our work. This is already previously cracked. And then the last little bit we're going to do is getting these 2 going at the same time. So again, this is a very simple process once the excavation is done. That is what takes all of the time. So you can see right here, that is a very substantial raise. Try to get right on there so you can see exactly what we're looking at. So we'll see what our lift is at right now.
2 inches.
We're about at 2 inches. So a little bit ways to go. But I mean, there you have it. It's a very simple process to raise a foundation in this case, or a footing. Really anything that we can get our king pier to, or our king pier underneath, we can raise back to its correct level elevation. We do it for foundations, we can do it for sidewalks, driveways, you name it. There's just a lot of excavation that goes into it first, but the lift itself goes relatively quickly. So stay tuned for more updates. Again, you can always find us on YouTube and Facebook if you search for King Piers LLC. You can also go to our website, www.kingpiers.com, and don't forget, you can always reach us directly by phone at 1-816-288-4373.